All right, starting in 3, 2, 1. Do you want to redo that? Because I had that mic muted. Welcome to more Spooktober. We're playing Mysterium, and I'm joined by Tyler and Colin, and Chad is here tonight.
Hi.
So Mysterium is a board game, and it's a little bit like Clue, in which the sleuths, who are mediums and are going to be getting some premonitions by a ghost, try to determine who the murderer was, where the murder happened, and with what weapon. I'm going to be playing the role of the ghost, so I'm going to be sending them premonitions. Okay, so here I am with a little commentary as I'm picking the cards that I'm going to be sending them. So in this first round, I'm trying to get them to guess who the murderer is, or each of them has a separate murderer that they have to figure out based on the card that I'm going to be sending. And I think you'll find that all of the choices that I have here are terrible. None of them work very well. So right now I am trying to get, I think this is Chad's. Yeah, that was Chad's, and this is Colin's, the magician. And none of the cards, I'm like looking at these, and none of them really make any sense. This is Tyler, so he's got the doctor. Now, the first thought I think that I had, and is the one that I think I eventually go with, is going for color. Like the doctor has sort of this green vest, and there's this greenish tinge to the photo. So I'm thinking maybe I'll give him these cards that got green. Now I'm looking at Chad's, who's like this veteran soldier. There's these medals. He's got a saber. This like toy soldier. With the Scottish flag for some reason. I guess he is Scottish. I see he has a tartan sort of sash. But again, nothing is really jumping out at me with these cards that make any kind of sense. And it's frustrating because we had done kind of a little practice round before doing the actual recording, and all the three people that we had, I had perfect cards to show them. So the practice that we did went really well. But now here we are with these absolute garbage cards for these three murderers, and I didn't want to use up my 3 ravens too fast. So right there, I think I've settled in taking the books, the sort of house of books, because my thought was, well, he's a magician, there are playing cards on his kind of profile there, and I thought like the books are almost like a house of cards. So that's what I was hoping that that Colin was gonna grasp on. So now we're still waffling between the soldier and the doctor, and trying to come up. I think when I was looking at that card in particular, I'm like, they're like at top of ladders, and maybe the things they were holding, they were really kind of paintbrushes, but I thought, could they be swords? It didn't really work out. Yeah, this whole thing, this whole set of cards was just not at all working out. As you can probably tell. So there, I just decide the card is green. I'm hoping Tyler is gonna match it to that greenish tinge, the greenish shading on the photograph. But not knowing, it's a long shot, but who can tell? Now here, what I was going for with the wrench was the medal. His medal kind of looks like it. Anyway, let's go right in and see what they say.
Doesn't really look like anything like that there.
My first guess would be the lady on the left.
This one all the way here.
Yeah, she's got a protractor.
See, I'm thinking that, but I want to look through a couple of these.
That's fair.
My guess is a little meta.
It's a little meta
Yeah, it's that one.
because of the
Because of the
necklace.
circles?
No, because of the building.
Because of the building. Okay. Well, let's see who's all the
Which,
way over here.
In the example we did, we
Oh, the building in
connected
the photo
this,
matches the building in
with-
that photo.
So I don't
There's
know
a
if that's...
doctor.
Oh,
Doctor.
that could be... I think that would be my guess, actually. With the fixing and the wrench. That's where my thought process is, Ryan, if you're hearing me.
See, I'm kind of... Okay, so I'm kind of between...
You saw a
wrenches,
tailor
fixing.
fixes things too.
Yeah, I'm kind of between that
What?
and but there's a building on there, and it's a bunch of rulers and stuff.
There's a building in that photo too,
Yeah, I know.
with a citadel in it.
But it doesn't look the same.
I mean, like it's
Those ones
abstract
both
but
have
similar.
The top things. I have no idea.
No,
what
it's
this
fair.
is.
That's very fair.
And you have to make a guess. You can't opt to not make one, correct?
So, yeah, I'll clarify there. You can make a choice, but you can change your choice after.
Ooh, that
Okay.
one's got the tools though.
The one with the protractor and everything?
No. The doctor one.
The doctor has the tool. That's where I'm kind of falling to at this point. You know
Taylor
what?
does not have. Well, they've one of them.
I'm
Two
gonna
of them
give it a
thimbles
shot.
Measuring thing.
I'm gonna give it a shot. All
Was
right.
that an intentional
Chosen.
pun? So I could
Ooh,
choose the
give it a
same
shot.
one then.
There you
Books.
are, Colin.
A stack of books.
Got a stack of books.
The nun
Stack
has a
of
book
books.
on her screen,
She does have a book on
but
her
books
screen.
are not round, so I don't know how you're going to jump to that conclusion.
Books are not brown?
Round, no circles.
Oh.
You like circles?
No, that's a... Not literal circles.
Oh, okay. Oh, there's pages from a book there.
The nun would be my first go-to because of the books in the book. But also,
I want to think of a little something more than that.
well,
It's clearly underwater.
is it possibly the
You wouldn't do math or writing underwater. Probably wouldn't tailor underwater either. Your fabric would get all
You
wet.
wouldn't eat a banana underwater, would you, kid?
I don't know.
Scotland. I don't know what that has to do with anything in that photo.
Literal book on the screen.
I'm allowed to guess the same one that Chad did as well, aren't I?
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. I don't think that's what it is.
No, I don't think so either.
It does? No, there's no magic in that. It's just a pyramid of books. I feel like that's what he would focus on. This has a big book on it.
I would probably be going that route too.
I think I have to do
All
that.
right.
Ooh, I'm gonna play with the keyboard upside down so my mouse movements are mirrored like a ghost.
Oh, is that how ghosts work?
I don't know. I don't think they're real, so
Well,
I clicked.
he's right there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, my card. Oh, I thought my card was the lady. I was like, I know what one that is. Oh, God. We've got a ghostly carriage, a lion that's a gargoyle,
Oh,
Is that an upside down
a
tower?
moon that's waxing, or is it waning?
It would be. Isn't that getting bigger and getting smaller? So you wouldn't really know by a
Yeah,
photo?
I guess I wouldn't really know. If I knew what time of year it was.
Yes. Then you
Ryan,
could-
can you tell me what time of year it is? I would think the magician just because it's so dark and
it's very
mysterious.
It's
Ooh,
mystical.
Good call.
That would be my guess. I'm gonna go with the magician. You know what? I've seen them all from when you guys looked at them.
Yeah,
I
you know
think
what you're
that's
doing.
Yeah, you got this.
Good all's 19th century player cards. Are we ready to proceed? I'm assuming yes.
I would
Yes.
say yes. Let's do this.
No
think so.
tears, only dreams.
Many tears.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Why is Ryan so bad at this? I think you were all great.
Yep, so that didn't go well at all. It's one of these games that you can have the best ideas in your head about how you're picking the clues, but if they don't pick up on it like right away, and they start going off in different tangents, there's just nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. It's a little bit similar to Codenames in that sense, where you give your clue and you just sit there and watch them run away with the wrong idea, and you just internally you want to scream, but you have to, you have to keep a sort of a poker face. So here I'm like, okay, magician, there's like the red balloons for the red sort of cape thing that he's got, and the thing that he was holding was very much like the wand. So I'm like, that's a perfect clue for the magician. Surely Colin's gonna pick up on that. We'll see what happens with that. Again here with the soldier, just there's nothing here. There's nothing here at all that is going to help. And I'm very much considering at this point. There we go. I go immediately for the Raven. It's like, you know what? Just get rid of every single card. None of these help. And then, I mean, I don't get much that's really good from the new batch. So it's not entirely helpful. Now, one of these cards that I do get ends up being really good for the magician. This one, I took a look at this and I'm like, oh my god, this is actually another perfect clue for the magician. But the game, I couldn't figure out how to kind of take back my confirmation, and I don't think you can do that. It was a bit annoying, so I couldn't change that. But I had in my head, if Colin doesn't get it from this, then at least I have this card sort of in the back pocket to hopefully help in the next round. So I think I eventually settle on this card for the soldier. Okay, well, actually we're flipping over to the doctor, and again trying to see what I can possibly do here. It is not very helpful. Not very helpful at all. Which one do I eventually settle for the soldier? It's the one that was just there. It was the wheel on the little wooden path, which is not very helpful for this card, admittedly, but I hoped that they would kind of look beyond that into the two sort of warring, I don't know what they are, like a devil and an angel in the background, like fighting. They've got weapons. That's kind of what I wanted to happen with the soldier. Now for the doctor. Now what cards am I getting here? I may do even another Raven swap on the same turn here, because again, there's nothing in these cards that is even vaguely helpful. I don't even know why I'm lingering on that card in particular. It's not helpful at all. Don't like this, the big spider monster on a chandelier. Could very much do without that. Now, I looked at this one and I'm thinking it might be interesting, but it's got the needle and thread and all that stuff, and that was way too close. It was way too close to like the seamstress card. That would not help at all. That would be too much of a red herring. I think the card with the animals, I sort of briefly thought, well, maybe we could pass it off like as a veterinarian, but I think I eventually decided to can that card as well. Oh no, did I keep it? No, there we go. Yeah, I got rid of it as well. I don't know why I kept the card in the top right. In the top right. This is the card. That's the card that I eventually settle on for the doctor after, like, again, going through all of these and not finding anything. Just, I think I was wondering a little bit about this and thought, oh, like the writing, like he's writing a prescription or something like that. Like, it was so far out. Like, there'd be no way anybody would have been able to follow that train of thought. I settled for this because it's a little bit maybe like dentist, like a dentist chair, I guess, and like doctor. It's similar. I know it's not the same thing, but it's like kind of similar. And you know, when you go see a doctor, you are sitting in a chair, and like, you know, they have those big mirrors on their heads, or the old timey ones on shows they used to do. Anyway, so I went with those cards, and well, let's see how it goes.
You, Chad.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes. Never
That
mind.
would have been awkward. There we go.
Oh, maybe we could do a snake so that you don't hear all this talking all at once. You know how you saw everything as we went, and you could, and we don't have to do that.
No.
No, I get you. A snake.
Yeah.
Okay.
The snake draft.
Wheel with some fantasy-style ghost figures.
Life and death.
Yeah, basically.
That's- oh.
Wheel of time.
Just like a doctor.
Yeah.
Or
Or a scary nun.
just like a doctor or a scary nun. The wheel on its own, though.
It is very black and white for the nun.
And the magician is very black and white as well. Though. Look at that
There's
wand.
but there's a lot of red.
I
feel like if you're going for colors, it wouldn't be.
He looks like a poor man's version of Doctor Strange.
So really does.
We'll call him Doctor Weird.
See, I'm leaning towards the nun because it is the black and white,
And the circle.
and that's
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, and then we could go with the off-kilter thing.
Done.
for the-
Easy guess.
easy guess.
Easy claps.
And I'm really hoping that Ryan's like face palming.
What does it have to do with the previous photo, though?
The rock like patterns or possibly the beads.
Oh, like the beads? Yeah.
The
okay.
rosary.
The rosary, sure.
I can get into that.
All right, yeah. Okay, we're gonna do that. Why not? All right, Colin, go ahead.
What do
Colin
I
is
got?
balling, man.
Oh, an air balloon
Two
tied
of them.
together.
Oh no, he's gonna
Are they
tightrope
battling
walk.
each other? Like
Oh, they're
trying to pop each
jousting.
other's balloons?
It looks like it is balloon jousting.
Like a needle.
Yeah.
Oh,
Into
popping the
a-
balloon.
Into a weird ring.
Oh boy, that.
They
oh,
are wearing the one up close is wearing very magician-like attire.
that bow. I feel like that might be something.
Everything is something.
Well, no, I feel like he would latch on to one thing. So,
It's true. The protractor woman has a bow on her hat.
it's definitely not this one.
No, I see nothing that
Why
would
would it be?
point that direction.
Yeah, why would it be
Unless
that?
it's the needle, like the pointy for the.
Oh.
This one also has one.
Yes, the
I don't
syringe.
think so.
No, absolutely not. Unless you look at the costume.
And the red.
Mm-hmm.
What does it have to do with? Okay, let's go back and take a look at these ones.
You have one more back.
I don't think it's that one.
Kind of plain. Kind of plain.
I'm going with my first instinct. I don't know what it has to do with this though. Tears. Maybe like a quilt,
Possibly.
A patchwork of
patchwork.
books.
Well,
Maybe she's a librarian and she just sews part-time.
could also be
Right.
that. Yeah.
That's
She could have an Etsy shop.
Symbol, yeah.
That's fair.
Well, this one looks like they do a lot of book work.
She could be a librarian.
Definitely.
I don't see anything with this
Or
though.
a teacher, because there's attendance.
The only thing that I'm latching on with that one there is the bow on the rope between the two. She has
There is a bow. The bow. Oh, dang. You said that earlier too, and I wasn't listening. Good call.
My original thought with the protractors and stuff was the shape of the book tower.
Oh, that's a good one too. I didn't think about
Windows and chairs and 3 nails.
That looks real magical. But you already chose that guy.
Does anyone have 3 nails? I mean, she's got pins.
that. What are you?
He's got a kilt.
The things stuck into the chair at the bottom?
Yeah, those are nails coming out of the,
Oh, are they?
I was going to say topiary, but I guess I mean upholstery.
They look sort of like that instrument. I don't know what that actually is besides the needle.
Oh, that is a flashlight.
Yeah, I guess that would make sense.
That is like teeth puller? Tooth puller?
To a cuticle clipper.
Okay there, Mr. Manny Petty.
I wish. My cuticles are terrible. Look, this one's even bleeding at the moment.
That is fair. I don't know. I want to say the sewing lady. Like, that's really nice tufting.
Yeah.
upholstery. The nails are coming out, but maybe we'll go with. I don't know. I don't see anything in this that ties it to any photo, so I'm gonna go.
Yeah, it doesn't, and anything that ties the other
Nails.
card, eh?
Nails and needles.
Nails and needles.
Alright,
What about the
proceeding?
first one though? The first photo. Does it work too, in some way?
No.
Oh, okay. Well.
Oh no, I guess.
Oh my
Oh, no. Yep, so here we are. That didn't go well again. So we're basically back to square one. Well, I suppose not square one, because at least they have the knowledge of what cards that isn't what it is. Isn't what they have. So here we are, still trying to get some clues. Now I did have that one in the back pocket, the rat in the top hat, and like I said in the other one, in the other section, that was the perfect card for the magician, and I wished that I had it in the first round, but so I send that off, and I was fairly confident that Colin was going to get it from that. The rest of these cards, well, spoilers, but they're all trash, and I basically eventually decide to Raven them. So let's not waste too much time, and let's jump cut to when that happens. There we go. The last Raven has been deployed, and we just get rid of all the cards for a new set. And honestly, most of these are not terribly helpful. The apple card on the pedestal had some promise, except that the apple on the card, you can't really, I don't know if you can see very well, but it has pins in it, and it was too close to that sort of peasant, pilgrimy looking woman with the pin cushion on. So I couldn't use that. Now, I eventually settled on this card for the soldier, for Chad, because it had the slingshot, which was like with the weapons, and the color scheme matches his medal, which has the blue, white, and the France colors, and the card has the blue, and it has kind of the pinkish red. That'll end up backfiring, as you'll see. Spoilers. Now, for Tyler here, the doctor, I settled on this card because I thought apple a day keeps the doctor away. I was kind of looking for that. They sort of see a different story, which you're going to find out, because here we go. We're out of time here, so let's see what they think about this batch of cards.
What are premonitions? We are now
Yay!
We are doing incredible.
fully aware of.
We are doing incredible.
How come he's only giving us one card each?
I mean, it wouldn't help me.
Slingshot, feathers, and some blue items. Okay. This does not help me in my brain pan.
I wonder how. So, like, how far do you gotta go? Slingshot will obviously send something flying.
Yes.
Does flying have anything to do with it? Maybe.
Although all of them are very much planted on the ground.
Yeah, could
Yeah.
be.
So far we got tools, rocks, and stuff. We got life and death and a single tire. And we got a slingshot, feathers, in what looks like some weird fantasy realm.
Very blue and pink.
Very
I don't
blue and
know
pink.
if color comes into it.
Cotton candy. Which one of them's eating cotton candy?
I
Very-
guarantee.
Very blue and pink. Her coat is blue and pink.
I'm trying not to look at
but-
Ryan, because I think he's probably going to have some great reactions.
We're gonna
We need a
have to.
reaction
Yeah,
cam.
we're gonna have to.
on me.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna have to do like a go through where
Tools,
Ryan explains
tools.
all his connections that he made. That should be fun to hear about.
Is this the last round? Oh.
No, there's a few more. Okay. My brain is not. I don't think it's this person.
someone else first.
Oh,
I don't think it's either of these two.
yeah, we should do the snake.
Now you want to start with. There you go.
And you can also change your choice after.
Oh, in case it fits somebody else's better.
This is death. Death and apples.
Death and apples.
And a snake on a chain.
We were
Snakes on a
mentioning
chain.
how meta does it go? Because we were talking about life and death earlier, and I said the doctor.
I mean, it looks. I guess the
No,
chair.
it kind of looks like a chair you'd sit in
Yeah.
uncomfortably and wait for the doctor to tell you that you don't
And
have
then the other one is
venereal
another kind of
disease.
like weird. Looks like death is coming for you kind of situation.
I'm going with the doctor for now.
All right.
Or it
I
could
think that makes
be.
sense.
What else would it be?
Not the doctor. You are not.
Not a doctor.
Not the doctor.
I mean, soldier, death.
But what does the chair have to do with the soldier?
What does anything have to do with anything?
It's true.
Maybe it's
My
like,
shoulder's sore.
maybe it's a stretch for fighting, like, you know, from the top rope with the steel chair.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Good call.
I don't know if Ryan likes
That
wrestling,
seems something right up Ryan's
but
alley.
I do appreciate the old WWE
Look, I got a rat in a top hat with a cane.
and an
An
abacus.
abacus.
Oh, he looks like this magician, doesn't he?
You didn't guess. Yeah, but the abacus and the rosary both have beads.
Yeah,
Well, you
but
can't
does-
guess
I already
anymore.
guessed that.
Well,
Yeah, that was wrong.
Maybe you could guess it again for fun.
Okay.
Ah,
I can't.
Ryan ruining everything
Sure.
with his rules.
Oh. This looks like
so
magician.
magician-y. Yeah.
the red works with the. This is clearly red is the
Also,
color.
And his
oh,
robes.
totally. And if you go back to him, he's got a top hat and a cane, which that magician doesn't have a top hat, but he does have a wand.
Yeah.
Right?
That was. Yeah.
It's a stretch.
He was.
No, that. What is this though? Just like stacking, like ooh, look at my sweet.
Look at my
maybe,
magic
stack.
books.
maybe he's trying to draw a parallel between how the books stack and a house of cards.
Uh,
And there are cards there, because
oh,
that's how you
a
make
good
a house
call.
of cards.
What is the? I'm sure there's a Disney. Is it Fantasia? Does Fantasia have walking books, or is that the mop?
I think that's Fantasia.
It's a mop, I think.
I think no, but I think both are.
I'm good with this magician.
Do it.
That one's
I
obvious.
think Fantasia is just a drug.
100%. We got it.
All right. So,
Cartoon.
what am I doing? Because I just see
Maybe the
This-
you go- yeah,
falls to me because the color scheme. She has
the
a
color scheme and also
pink and blue blouse.
the wooden implement is very similar to her protractor.
Oh,
Yeah.
very good.
This
very
one
good.
is also on like
Angled
a wooden road that is
bisector.
angled-ish.
What
Oh,
is
yeah.
the?
And these are tools, and she has tools.
Chad,
building-
That's a
very
stretch, but it's tools.
Do it.
Perhaps.
She's
You know
a
what?
teacher, right? She's imbuing these children with knowledge.
All right.
Easy.
All right. Let's
Wow.
do it. We
All
got
right,
it.
Next
We
round.
got it.
Location time.
Here we go.
Oh
Two
no.
got it. I'm the only one who
Yeah.
didn't.
Yours was wrong.
Oh, Chad.
Well, that's fine.
What?
So that's where it backfired. My choice of color. He did go with color, but he saw those colors on that other woman, which, you know, in hindsight, it's like, yes, okay, yep, I should have thought of that. I should have thought of everything. But it's just so difficult to do. So at this point, I think Chad is down to only these two. Yeah. So he's only down to the kind of the veteran soldier and the pilgrim woman. And I forget which card I end up going with. I think I go to the others first. Yeah, so I go to Colin and Tyler. And they've moved on to the murder location, which were a bit more easy. So I immediately see this card for Tyler. There's it's the bear, and he's reading a book, and I saw the teddy bear and the book in this picture, and I thought, bam, like that's definitely what is going to draw the attention. I was a bit worried about the color scheme, because that's often a way that you play this game. You try to match color scheme. It doesn't always work. But I was fairly certain that, you know, he was going to pick up on that teddy bear. I was hoping anyway. So with that settled for Tyler, I go here to Colin, and I believe the new card that I get ends up being the perfect clue for this location. I'm just waiting for for me? What am I doing? Am I just staring for no reason? I'm looking at this card for some reason, trying to see if it matches probably the color scheme. Oh, there we go, back to Chad's. Yeah. Oh, this is what happens. I go to this new card that I get, and immediately I think, oh, no, maybe I don't say immediately. Oh, apparently I send that to... Oh yeah, because it had all of the swords, so it's like, okay, send that to Chad. It's got the weapons. Clearly, that's the card for him. He is going to understand. Now, and that card ended up being the perfect for that one because it had the dress, the woman in the dress. It had the umbrella on the clothesline. It had a hat. It was of the cards I had, it had the perfect one for that. So let's go back to our psychics and see what they think about my choices.
4 hours
So we're gonna
left.
start with me.
Is each turn an hour?
Yes.
Oh, you have...
You only have 2 left to choose from, don't you?
Yeah, I think so at this point. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
So it's either
Well, I guess it's gotta be the
gave me so many.
soldier guy. There's a weapon in all of them. I don't remember the first one. You got swords in that one, slingshot, you got whatever the dudes are holding.
Yeah, you got
I
them.
just see graves in that one and doves.
Pikes.
But I guess that's war.
This
I
one is
mean, wrench if it's big enough.
Well, a sword's a tool of war.
Yeah.
the thing
that's what I'm
is.
saying.
Yeah, go with the soldier.
Hold on.
No, I think.
The thing is, feathers, and then this looks like swords and death. I mean,
but there is that white fluffy stuff.
yeah, that's a thing. But there's birds in like every single one too, almost except for the first one.
Oh, what are birds for?
I don't know.
Doves mean peace.
I know, but in the bottom 2 photos, what do the birds correspond to?
That one. Oh, I guess they're more like bats and
Angels.
jills. And this doesn't have birds in it.
Angels and demons.
Okay, there, Dan.
Man, this one just doesn't correlate with any of the other pictures at all. Oh God, is it the soldier?
Unless metal, maybe. It's
Metal.
the only one with
Tools.
weapons.
Oh no!
Metals.
Wait, we have to pick the weapon next, don't we?
No, it's the location. I
Oh,
think?
just the location?
Well,
I don't know. We'll see. Whenever
the benefit
we go to
is if I'm wrong, I just get to move on by default.
there you go.
So
Would it make you go through the round having to choose one? That'd be funny.
that would be pretty funny. Oh God, this is hard. There's weapons in that one. I think those look like swords.
A lot of flying things,
A
though.
lot of flying things. I'm gonna choose that, but I'm gonna think about it.
All right. Okay. One photo. Dancing outside, clothesline, a
Fighting over a door. They're not
unnecessary
dancing.
doorway.
the dance with the door.
Well, they look like they're dancing with the door.
Just go around the door.
It's like a laundry room. Okay.
There's
Well,
literal clothing and a dress
clothes,
in there.
yes. Good. Same as the dress she's wearing.
Yeah.
Ooh, the emphasis is on the door there.
The door is sort of open where they're trying to either open or keep it
I
closed.
don't like that one. Immediately dismissing it.
The door's in the middle of both of them. There's no doors in any of the other ones.
That doesn't look like it correlates.
Man, if I was Colin, I'd pick that door.
The door?
Yep.
The dress just.
The dress is really sticking.
I wish
in
I
my
hadn't
head.
seen that because that's the only thing I can think of now. I don't see anything here.
Scroll.
The door is the emphasis here.
There is one more.
That one doesn't seem. That one is the most outside.
Mm-hmm.
So that could be that. I don't think it's this one. I'm gonna go that one, long shot. That'll be the third guess. This one I think will be second.
So you have a setup. A dress is what's
It's so
stuck.
similar.
Also, the umbrella. There's an umbrella and there's an umbrella.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
And
Oh,
there's a
hanging.
Hat. There's a hat on the lady and there's a hat on the
Yeah,
right. That
it's
matches
gotta
the
be
hat.
this.
It's gotta
one.
be that.
I'd say it's the door.
It's gotta be this.
I'd say it's the door.
I'd
That'll
still
be-
say it's the door.
Unless I get something, I guess I have to
Well, at least
speak to the ghost.
at least
Unless
you're
I get
on-
something crazy
Oh, but that
takes
looks
me
like
off the
mine
door.
now.
Does it though?
The color
Not
scheme.
really.
The
Bear
ghostliness.
Color
There's
scheme,
a
but
bear,
it,
and there's a bull, and there's someone in the bear.
And a book. There's a lot of books there.
Library.
Tyler thinks that's mine.
Maybe you get to choose the door anyway.
Yeah. I don't think it's the kitchen. I would think it might be this. There's a trophy there.
There is
Oh, there's a bear.
giant bear pelt on the floor.
Nah, I don't think it's that.
It could. It's probably actually the kitchen because it looks like some sort of comfort food is being cooked. The bear giving you a big
No,
hug.
I'm going with bear.
It's probably very
All
comfortable.
right, and I'm gonna stick with mine and probably get it wrong.
Yours
Let's
is
hope. Let's
clearly
hope I've gotten
the
them all
kitchen,
wrong.
Tyler.
Finally,
It's
I moved
clearly
on.
the kitchen, just like I said. How was it not that one though? That's what I want to know.
I know. How was it not the one with the bear?
It's because there was another card with a bear, a teddy bear, and a book. Anyway, so here we are. Here we are again. Now, to be fair, I hadn't seen the giant bear on the floor on that card. I mean, I don't know if that would have changed my choice. I probably still would have picked that one. I'm glad that Colin finally settled on the one with the dress and the umbrella. So here I'm looking at this one, and immediately I'm thinking the syringe case has the red, and I wanted to use this apple card because it had red as well, and I thought that was a good match. Chad has this location, right, that Tyler had just picked. So I'm thinking, okay, they immediately go for animals, so I'm going to send the giant fish card to that. So hopefully they'll make that choice. Yeah, and then for the weapon, for the syringe, I'm like, well, the apple, like the color scheme matches, and like you would inject the apple maybe with poison. So I thought that's a good match for that card. And then the second clue to send to Tyler here, because you have to send a clue. You can't not send a card, and I was trying very hard to not send something that would kind of send a mixed message. And also to try and avoid the other locations. Tyler was very much into the library, so I wanted to steer away from that. And I actually forget which card I end up choosing, so this is very much a surprise for me as well. I remember the card that I end up choosing. I end up choosing the bottom card. That's the bridge with the woman crossing it, because I thought that the woman looked very much like the doll that's sitting in this location, in the bedroom, in the girl's bedroom. I think at first I briefly entertained the lower right card. It has like that house and the weird stuff all around it, because I thought like the doors of the house could be the doors on that kind of that window shelf thing. But then it was too close to the kitchen shelves, the kitchen cupboards, and I thought I can't do that. So I eventually settled on this card because I realized, you can see me like kind of pointing at it. The woman looks like the doll. So let's see if they pick up on the clues.
Up again.
Up again. Shines up. Tell his friends, tell his friends, tell his friends, tell his friends. Does that mean 3 rounds?
Yes.
Oh, that's
3 hours remain.
So you have a bear, now you have a bridge.
okay. Now I have the same lady with the dress. And the hat. So if it was the bear and it's not that, I don't know why I'm getting these cards.
Um,
Ryan.
city in the bottom, bridge, lady with the
Bridge
hat.
over troubled city, lady with the hat.
I don't think it's that one.
This
This
doll
one,
has
The
a
doll
hat.
has a
It
hat
does
and
all
a
has a
dress.
hat.
And there's a bear in... Is
oh,
that a
there's
bear?
the teddy bear.
There's a teddy bear.
I don't see a city or a bridge.
I mean, I don't see a ghost or a... Well, there is a book. I don't see a ghost. There's a book on the, like, study chest.
You know what? I'm not even going to bring the library into this because I really want to pick it still. But it's got to be book, bear, Battlestar Galactica, beats. something office reference.
Oh. Snake, poison. Apple, sleeping. Pins, stabbing.
Syringe.
Moth,
Butterfly skull.
butterfree.
Tentacle.
Be free.
Tentacle on the right.
Poison. So what do we got? Well, poison. Easy.
Literal poison.
Yeah, I don't even think you look at the rest of them.
Well, there's a syringe there as well, too. And
Nah, literal poison.
That's a good idea. I think I'm going to do that going forward. I just went through all the things I thought it could be. And then whatever's down
Then
here.
you looked at them.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll try that after Ryan screws me over again.
Well, we'll find
Well,
out when I
It's
look.
got to be poison. Snakes, poison apple.
I mean, Snow White and the poison
the
apple.
Butterfree casting sleep. What does he cast? The
po-
solar
poison
beam.
spore. Solar beam. All right. Okay. I got
That's a big fish.
a fish.
I wonder if it's the one with the big fish. That also had the big bear.
There's a fish place lady in it.
No, it's
Should I just roll with it and hope for the best? Because I don't know. Nothing else really correlates.
well, we've
with...
had one where clearly it was the thing, and
I
then
mean,
clearly it
and
was.
also the lady in the hat with the dress is in this one too.
Yeah.
So
But there's also a man in the.
I would
Where's
go.
the lady in
I'm
the
my
hat and
first
the dress?
instinct, Chad. I wouldn't overthink it. I'd go with the fish.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the fish.
Fish and fish.
Fish and fish. All right, here we go.
100% correct.
Are we all good? Let's do
We're
it.
all right.
All right, I'm hitting
All
that yes. We're
correct.
all correct. All right, well, we're correct.
What?
Okay, how was yours not poison?
I don't know.
I think it might
Oh
be.
my God, Ryan.
In my defense, I didn't pay attention to the poison card. I didn't even see it was there. I can see how, all of the things that they were talking about definitely matched up with the poison bottle. But the crucial point is, it was the syringe. This is what I was trying to convey. For the shears here, so the shears is Chad's weapon card. The card I eventually settled to send him is this one because that sort of apparatus, that arm on the right side of the of this building, it sort of felt the closest in sort of shape to the shears. It's not a perfect match, obviously. Now here I go immediately pick the vampire for the syringe because of the blood connection. Syringe, you can take blood, you can inject, and I thought, vampire fangs and all that. I eventually kind of decide against that, and I put the card back. I think because Tyler's card is the razor here, and I second guessed myself because I thought, if I need to get Tyler to guess the razor, but I give the vampire to Colin, it might be mixed signals, because I thought, well, the razor is like, you can shave your neck, and the vampire like bites the neck, so I thought, oh, we might make that connection. So there I kind of decided against the vampire for a little bit. I eventually put it back in. Because nothing else really sort of fit with the syringe anyway. And for the shears, like I said, I settled on that card, which I send off there. So now I'm back to the syringe. The new card that I get there is absolutely garbage for this. Nothing makes sense. And even for the razor, like nothing is looking like it would really work. I eventually settle on the second card in the left column for the razor, and I think it'll become a bit more apparent why once I bring it up into kind of a bigger focus. But essentially, there's something in the water. There's sort of a river in the forefront of the card, in the foreground of the card, and there's something sticking out of the water that has a similar shape to the razor, and so that's what I was hoping for. I was hoping that Tyler was going to latch on to that. Here, I think I eventually just say the vampire card is just going to be the best for the syringe in this context. So here we're back to the razor, and I think eventually I'm going to bring up that card. There it is. So you see that thing in the water. It has that similar shape. And so I say, yep, that's gonna be what it is. Now, as you're going to hear, well, let's not spoil it. Let's jump to our psychics and see if this works.
2 turns.
2 hours later.
Okay. Oh, it's supposed to be you. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Well.
I'll win.
We'll go that way. That's fine.
I get a bunch of chopped down trees and a spear in the ice. Or no, is that a mast for a sailing ship?
And a really
I've got
high
a
Christmas
tree.
tree.
And a lighthouse.
Christmas tree.
I would think something like an axe,
Yeah, that's what I would go with.
but I don't know if there is
first.
an axe.
There's the
So
razor.
Maybe I'll go with poison.
I would go with the razor.
Those are pruning shears, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think razor or maybe hammer. 'Cause
well,
you know.
my reason for razor is that that's stubble. The tree trunks are stubble.
Colin, you make a great point. Ghostly stubble.
I definitely feel like we should have the cam on for Ryan. This guy.
What?
It's a yawning Dracula. Drinking his morning blood wine.
Drinking his wine.
He's
He's
just
getting
waking
ready
up.
to write a deadly novel.
Oh yeah.
I have to go with this. I've convinced myself that it is this.
I mean, both of yours have had liquid in them,
Yeah, the little thing
right?
of.
What?
Yeah.
Well, like poison
Just
in the
dripping
apple
stuff?
is done with liquid.
Yeah.
And then there's like.
I just
more than
don't
likely
see-
blood
there isn't
in the
anything
cup.
here that's turning me off of this
Oh, I didn't see the undead dog
towards
there.
something else.
Yeah, it's not really anything I can think
Oh
of.
man, unless let's take a. I'm just gonna take a quick peek at what. Okay, well,
That's not helpful.
That's poison. Or the trees getting pruned by the
there's a
pruner.
beaker there,
Ooh.
so
Ooh.
Well, go back to me in a
I just
minute.
wanted to make sure that it couldn't have been this one.
I'd go for it.
I can't not think of this. I'm gonna guess it,
Okay.
no matter how much I talk myself
Alright.
out of it. I'm
Let's
probably
see
gonna guess
here.
that. Unless you strongly think yours is
No.
the needle.
So there's a whole lot of fruit on that.
I bet they're poison apples.
If
Poi-
it's not the poison,
Don't say that. That's gonna get stuck in.
If it's not the poison, it's the pruning shears.
Yeah, like I'm kind of going that way. So there's some of the apples are falling down. That's a beaker, but is that full? Like
Do apple trees
There's a
require a lot
beaker.
of pruning with tiny little shears?
there's a
Oh.
there's a
I'm not
diploma.
an appleologist.
I would think
So
it
here's the beaker for mixing the poison. There's the recipe for the poison.
And then there's
the
the
person
advanced degree you need.
to
to
be-
get.
it
Poison.
could be the typewriter. There's the page there.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
God damn it! What's that? I can't even tell.
It's a
Mosquito.
I'm gonna go with poison.
Yeah, I'm
'cause
pretty
it's
sure it's
stuck in
poison.
my head.
100% correct.
And here we go. We ready, friends?
Yes.
Yeah.
So easy.
Yeah, I'm the only one who didn't get it.
It's the pruning shears, Chet.
Oh
It's
my
the pruning
goodness.
Probably.
So I was very happy to hear them think that it had to be the pruning shears. So I was feeling very confident here. So we're going into the last round. There's only Chad left. I was very happy that Tyler had, identified the razor, and as I sort of hinted at, they came to it for a different reason, which was that the cut trees were like stubble. And I thought that was genius. That was genius. I didn't even, not in my wildest dreams would I have considered that. So now I'm trying to solidify that it is the shears, and all I can think of to try and do that is go for color scheme. The hammer's got blue, the typewriter has a gray background, and the shears has this sort of yellow beigey. So I'm like, this card with the top hat, like, it's got that color scheme, and it's got kind of utensils and tools. The knife you can cut stuff with, like, maybe it matches. I sort of considered this card to send, but it felt too much like mixed messages, especially it looks very fantasy-like, and the typewriter, they could construe that as like a fantasy story, and this card is sort of the same thing. So this was my plan. I thought we had it. Let's find out what happens.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, all right.
And
All right, team.
Psychic's turn.
Here we go.
Hat, fork.
Hat, fork, spoon, knife,
Flag of Denmark.
bug. Okay. So it's none.
File, spoon, bug,
Yeah.
hammer.
So hammer, typewriter, or the shears.
I mean, the shears make sense to me with
For
the
the
other
other
photo,
one?
but with this photo, I don't see it. Unless, like, tools, like cutlery for shears. I don't know. Unless he was trying to get you to do the typewriter, but then I don't see why the typewriter matches this one either.
I don't see how the typewriter matches. Yeah, the paper.
Alice in Wonderland.
Like, typewriter on the first photo, because there's
hold on, yeah.
pages.
Mad Hatter.
That's too much of a reach.
That's such a reach. Yeah.
Remember that game, Alice? By, what's his face?
American McGee.
American McGee's
Yeah,
Alice.
guy.
Yeah.
He made a second one.
I heard that.
Apparently, it was good.
Maybe we should play that
Oh
sometime.
man, what should I do?
Fork, knife, spoon.
Yeah.
Shears. I mean,
Fork, knife, spoon,
that's,
shears.
that's the.
Could you pass
that's
the
logical order?
Could you pass the pruning shears, dear?
The thing is, it's like,
And the butter.
oh
I'm
god,
gonna show you a trick.
it feels like they're both from like a story because I don't see where the shears work in here. But I don't want to be the reason I'm wrong. The
Well,
reason we lose.
I'm gonna let you be the reason you're wrong, Chad.
That was a great wording. I love it.
Chad,
Go nuts.
I still consider it a win for me. Even if you guys lose.
All right.
Well, I already won.
All right. We're going with this.
Ooh.
And just like that, defeat was snatched from the jaws of victory. As is happens with these games, I mentioned Codenames a lot of times before because it's very similar to that, where you can only give basically incomplete information, and if your compatriots decide to take those clues in an entirely different direction than what you're intending, well, it's becomes very difficult to rein them back in. I hope that you've been enjoying our Spooktober series so far. If you do, please like and subscribe to the channel. We've got a lot more videos coming up. Hit that bell icon to get notifications whenever a new video goes up. And we will see you next time.